Alright, so last season we finished in third position in the Premier League, and that's very disappointing because I expected us to have won the Premier League at least in our first 3 seasons. But that's just to show us that despite how good our squad is, other teams have good and high quality caliber of players. Pumping into season 4 to see if we can actually win the Premier League this time around, and if we can secure the UEFA Champions League for the third time in a row, making it a trouble. If that's going to be possible, we're going to see if that's going to be possible in season. So moving to season 4, we can see that our season preview has predicted for us to finish in first place, and that's not surprising. We had predicted to finish in first place in season 3, but hopefully in season 4 it will be different. Predicted to finish in first place and we actually finish in first place, not in third place. So let's move it. Alright, so I'm not going to try and pronounce the name because I might butcher it, or definitely I'm going to butcher it. But we all know this guy. He's from Napoli. He's the duo alongside with Victor Osimhen who actually, took Napoli into winning the Serie A this season. We can't just forget about that. We brought him to our club for 150 million because he wasn't wanted to leave. So we brought him for 150 million. But to this, we had to sell one of our players who have been with us from day one. I'm talking about Ezekiel Young. We sold him to Real Madrid for 150 million. He's currently at Real Madrid right now, earning 400k per week. Now, he has been with us for 3 seasons and he said he needed to start a new adventure. So he went on to Real Madrid. As you can see, we brought in the Super Wonder Kid from, Wonder Kid, it's older than Wonder Kid, but we brought in the Super Wonder, one of the Super Wonder duos from Napoli for 150 million. Let's see how it's going to progress this season. Alright, so like I said, we're predicted to finish in first position this season. I'm hoping we actually finish in the first position this season because it's been 3 seasons without a Premier League trophy. So let's dive into season 4 and see how the team progresses in season 4. And it is the end of season 4, and oh my word, we actually won the Premier League this season, escaping Liverpool with just 2 points. Just 2 points. Now that was a very, very tough battle, but we actually won the Premier League after 3 seasons. We finally have a Premier League trophy. Remo Stars has put their name in history as one of the Premier League winners of all times. Now let's go on and see how the team progresses. Yeah, we had a good season. We had some up and down. We had some losses. We had some wins. But talking about in the UEFA Champions League, we actually didn't lose a match in the league phase in UEFA Champions League this season, and we went on to win. Oh, did we win? So in the round of 16, we actually survived against PSG by 1 goal. Whew, that was a very, very tough match. But not as tough as the match against Arsenal, which we had to go into penalty shootout. That was after extra time. We still had to go into penalty shootout. And oh my word, man, that match gave me a heart attack. We actually did win against Arsenal on penalties, but let's see, it was still up to no avail because we lost woefully to Liverpool in the final. We lost 4-0 to Liverpool in the final, and yikes, I think they actually did get back at us for, still in the Premier League from them. They actually did get back at us, and it was very, very woeful because that was our biggest loss in Premier League, in the Champions League ever. We lost 4-0 in the final. Oh my god, that was so tough. On the season highlights, we're going to see some important highlights of the season, like our Super Cup final, Carabao Cup, and FM23 Cup. Now, someone help me rejoice. I mean, rejoice, please, because we actually won the Super Cup after 2 seasons. We actually lost because we lost back-to-back against Napoli, and finally we won against Juve 4-0-1. Let's take a look at that match. Thank you. About Emery Cup, we did lose to West Ham in the quarterfinals on penalty. Trust me, I am ashamed. There's no need for you to slander me. I know we messed up, but let's not forget, West Ham is actually a pretty good team, and they always improve year by year in Football Manager. For those of us who play Football Manager recently, we know that West Ham always goes ahead to actually progress. In some save, I've actually seen it. Maybe in like 50 years time, you see West Ham actually doing pretty well in Premier League. So yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Boy, it's something to be ashamed of. Thank you. Key for us, we took our revenge back in the Carabao Cup against Man City, beating them 5-1. Now, damn it, I feel so sorry for Man City, but wow, oh, that was a tough loss. Anyway, they've sacked Guardiola. Their recent coach right now is Diego Simeone, and I'm just hoping this match doesn't cost him his job, but really I do not care because I have to make up for the FA Cup. Alright, so talking about transfers, I did sign in some new gens. I'm trying to build the whole dynasty apart from the players we have. I'm trying to build in some good young players, to take over in the future and, keep the club afloat. But apart from that, we actually have one player that actually we didn't sign. He came from our youth recruitment facility. I talked about him in my shots. His name is Jonathan Godwin. Yeah, that's John Godwin. I'm not sure, but you see him very soon. He is just beautiful. He has been regarded as the next Paul Gascoigne. So I'm hoping in the next maybe 2 years, I will give him that number 8 so he can continue that Paul Gasgas situation. And guess what? He's English, so England is having another Paul Gasgas very, very soon. Alright, so moving on to season award, you please forgive me. I'm not going to read out the awards, but I'm going to leave it on the screen for whoever to see the awards. Are my players won this season? I'm pretty sad because none of my players has actually won Ballon d'Or, and that's one of the most important things here. So you can understand why I don't want to, read the awards, but I don't want to go over the awards with you. But I'm really sorry, and I hope you can forgive me because I'm hoping this next Ballon d'Or, my player will win it. Thank you very much. Alright, so it's the end of the season. Usually I will show you how our annual progression went throughout the season, but this time around I'm going to be showing you we're having an expansion in the stadium, about almost 7,500, but it's 7,424. But what surprised me, I'm pretty sure Sea Ground used to have over 30,000 seaters. Right now we're having over 27,000 seaters. That is to show me that the board decided to demolish some parts and add just 7,424. Now I'm pretty angry about that, but there's really nothing I can do. So I'm hoping I'll be able to ask for another expansion because we have enough fan base. We've won the UEFA Champions League twice, and it's not like we're in debt. So why exactly did stadium capacity go down? I'm not sure. Thank you for joining us today. Next season is going to be our finale. That is season 5. That's going to be our finale because it's a 5-season video. But at the end of that season 5, we're going to decide whether we're going to jump in maybe 10-15 years into the future, or maybe 20, and see how the team progresses and how many new gens, and if they can still keep winning, and if they can keep surviving in the Premier League, which I think they will. So thank you. Join us next season.